agenda and what we're going to cover for you. Again, marketing has really changed. We're going to cover the goals and objectives that you need to consider when you're building your marketing campaign. And then we'll go through the 4 pillars of marketing success, including how to get found and how to be discoverable, nurturing relationships, growing your lists and increasing loyalty. Pillar 3 is use campaigns that drive action. And finally, analytics and decision making are the big deals that you need to consider so that you know if all of the above is working. And then we'll of course cover next steps. So let's get right into the main part of today. And again, sorry for the minor bumps in the road here. With our marketing, what we do is build out your advantage. So you actually have an advantage in your business in that you are you. And if you're not able to present yourself as an authentic partner for your clients, then you need to figure out how you can be the person or the group that they need you to be in order to be authentic inside of all of your conversations with your marketing. So knowing who your customers are and being laser focused on that is one of the easiest ways to reach out and to connect with them. But if you don't have a way to do that, then hopefully these next few slides will help you. You know, as you look at this, the basics of all marketing is about eliciting a physical and measurable response. But that's really changed in the way things work. We used to go from a top-down market where we would go out and we would say, okay, well, we're going to connect with as many people as possible in the hopes of getting to a very, very few. And now we've really flipped this on its head where you're connecting with each person. Keep folks at all levels of marketing, whether it be on the one-on-one or the one-to-many. So as you look at social media in particular, the best thing to think about is that you're fostering and really being a party host in social media so that you're reaching out and connecting with people and fostering conversations between them. So the olden days where we used to try and send out mass marketing messages to as many people as possible in the hopes that you would just catch a few has really gone and graduated up into trying to foster one-on-one conversations with each and every company that you come across or each and every prospect that you come across. So as we look at engagement marketing, let's really look at the history of where we're going or where we've come and where we're going. So if you look at it as a small business, usually around 90% of your base is current customers, and then about 10% of that is new businesses that you bring in. This is day-to-day business operations. So if we segment out just that new business, then probably around 90% of the people that you find are from word of mouth, and then about 10% of those are new prospects. So let's back that back in, and what does that really mean? Inside of all of your current customer base, about 9% of that is word of mouth, and 1% of your business growth is new prospects. So engagement marketing is marketing to reach the other 99% that you're not already reaching through that 1% of marketing. It's really the new word of mouth. The more you can reach out and engage and connect with people in a real way, the better you're going to be, because we're trying to foster communications using tools like Facebook, Twitter, email marketing, and Pinterest. So there's a lot of ways that you connect with folks in order to find them and in order to integrate what you're doing with them. So as we look at that word of mouth, that 9%, that's really where we're starting to integrate and trying to grow that 99% into a new and expanded level of marketing. So marketing really isn't doing fancy pants color schemes or coming up with catchy slogans like just do it, or doing Super Bowl ads or crazy stuff like pretty emails and just trying to gloss over and paint pretty pictures for your clients. What it really is then is nurturing relationships, delivering on your promise, and getting measurable results in everything that you do. So let's look at that. How do we build goals and objectives inside of your marketing? First, you need to reach out and connect by reaching new customers, driving repeat business, nurturing leads and relationships, and engaging members, advocates, and volunteers in order to increase whatever you're trying to get to. So whether that's donations, whether that's revenue, whether that's just expanding your marketing list, that's what your goals need to be. So reach, drive, nurture, engage, increase are common, but what do you do for your business and where are you trying to grow? So as you have your goals, then the next thing to do is to figure out your objectives. And objectives inform and fill out your goals. So here's some examples. Either drive, deliver, or fill donations, deliver content to trade show leads, or fill seats on a Sunday. So as we back up again, your goals, reaching new customers, and your objectives, driving donations, content to trade show leads, or filling seats on a Sunday. So it's just more specific. The difference between goals and objectives is always very tough to specify and to connect on. So again, as a reminder, if you do have any questions, including anyone in the room here today, if you have questions and would like to fire those off, would love to connect with you. And we actually have a chat feature available underneath the page on the Google Hangout that you're welcome to ask questions on, or you can send email to sales@BizzyWeb.com. Since we had a little bit of an issue with our Q&A app today, we're going to need to connect back with you and answer those questions in line via a little bit of a different tool. So as we look at objectives, really if it's fill seats on a Sunday, that's what we need to drive towards. So to figure out if you've got a good objective, there's a few questions that you can ask to make sure that you're measuring and achieving what you need to achieve with your objective. So, big one, will achieving this objective help my business grow? Is the objective attainable is the next big one? And how will I measure it or my progress towards it in order to fulfill the objective in definition for that goal? So as we're trying to build out specific things, is it achievable? Will it help your business grow? Is it attainable? And how are you going to measure your progress as you build out? Which leads us, of course, to our 4 pillars of marketing. So here we go. As we look at our pillars, the first is getting found and being discoverable. The next, engage and nurture relationships, building campaigns that drive action, and analytics and making decisions. So let's drill down into these a little bit more. So inside of getting found and discoverability, what do? That can be filled out with mobile, with search engine optimization, with social media, or with listings. To engage and nurture relationships, we can do engagement marketing by having conversations with people. We can do list growth and management. We can do loyalty programs. And of course, we need to be concerned about permission with CAN-SPAM compliance. So you can't engage a relationship by spamming people. So this CAN-SPAM thing is just a fancy way of saying making sure that you're not annoying people with your emails or doing things that are illegal, of course. And then in order to get campaigns that drive action, you need newsletters and announcements, feedback and surveys, offers and promotions, and probably events and registration. What you'll probably notice inside of here is that these are the 4 things that Constant Contact delivers inside of all of their accounts with their new toolkit. And then when you're doing analytics and making decisions, you need to look at results and reporting, figuring out what that so what is, doing the adjustments and the iterations for your program, and then going back and testing against that hypothesis. So the more you can grow and the more you know what you're doing, that's the best way to connect up. So here's the entire 4-pillar process and all of the activities that you need to do inside of your online marketing toolkit. So this is a good spot to pause and ask if there are any questions. So I'm going to go back to the board and see if there are any questions inside. Any notes? No. Perfect. So far, so good then. And for making decisions and connecting up, let's talk about what some next steps might be. So this is the important part. The thing that you need to know inside of all of this is that it is possible. You know, there's ways to set up and connect and build your online marketing And you don't have to do the entire universe that I just displayed all at once. You just need to start where you are. Look where your customers and your relationships currently are and see if you can do just a little bit more with that. And then we're going to start doing a little bit of email perhaps, maybe featuring where your website is. You probably already have a Facebook page. Maybe you have Twitter. So building that up and connecting up. Maybe you have a blog. Maybe you have some coupons. You can add that on next. Maybe next time you grow and you do some outreach via a targeted email campaign that's designed to elicit a specific response. As you continue to build out, then you can maybe plan an event and get something out there that you can use to drive people to a location or with a specific account. One thing that I'll note is that since we've started doing our event management through Constant Contact, we've actually seen our engagement and the folks that show up for our events online and in person go dramatically up. So using a tool that's designed to help foster more information and more tools can definitely get you real results. And then once you get going, you can fill out more social media and really keep building and growing that connection. So as you look at that, that's really where you could go using all of your tools. So what do we do next? The big thing is maybe you should get started today. There's a 60-day free trial that we offer through BizzyWeb for our account. What?
We will email it out.
Yes, and we will email the link out for that. So we have a specific link to everybody that's registered, and if you're missing your registration or if you happen, I encourage you to send a note to sales@BizzyWeb.com so that we can get you that 60-day free trial set up on Constant Contact. Accounts start at $45 a month for the entire toolkit, and that'll get you up to 500 contacts, and then it grows pretty slim beyond that, where it doesn't get that much more expensive to reach out to a lot more people. And anyone that's checked out BizzyWeb before knows that we have lots of ways to help you grow your list and hopefully get a lot more results. There's a lot of local learning that you can tap into, and right here at BizzyWeb we have something on email marketing at least once a month, so I would encourage you to check out BizzyWeb.com/events for all kinds of new resources and options. And I actually have a demo that I'll share with you, and we'll actually walk through what some of our next events are in just a couple slides. So we're also expert partners in your area, so if you'd like to connect with us, go to marketplaceconstantcontact.com and you'll be able to find BizzyWeb, or the easiest way is probably just to reach out to us here. So in summary, BizzyWeb again handles all of these things for you, and I'm going to go into a little bit of a demo in just a moment and share with you a few other things, but we help you with your web design. And so a great website needs to be mobile responsive, needs to reach out and connect with people in a realistic way, and needs to help you grow your business. If you don't get some sort of elicited response within 10 seconds, if you haven't drawn your clients in within that first 10 seconds, they're going to go somewhere else. So you need to make sure that your website gets you leads and helps you to grow your business. And one of the easiest ways that BizzyWeb does that is we actually integrate your website with all of your social media. So if you need to save time and money by making your website the hub of all of your online marketing, that's one of the things that BizzyWeb specializes in. We do web hosting, and we do online marketing. This is where email marketing falls in. We help you build an online strategy for success, where we'll help you grow and connect everywhere that you may be. And then we have BizzyWebinars every Wednesday. You're already here, but as a reminder, if you go to our events page, and I need to update this slide, but if you go to BizzyWeb.com/events, you can register and watch our events every week from noon to 1 Central Time. Finally, before I switch over to my other screen, just a reminder that you can go to BizzyWeb.com/buzz to request a buzz report. What we'll do through our buzz report process is offer you an overview of how you're doing in all of your online marketing. So we'll look at your website, we'll look at how your search engine optimization is going, how well you rank on Google, and we'll look at your social media marketing and tell you what you're doing well and where you could grow. If you have an email marketing account or an email toolkit, we'd love to take a look at that and help you figure out what you could do to improve your response and your results. You'll walk out with a 6-page plus report on how you can do more using your online tools that you already have, and or give you some options for expanding what you're already doing using new tools. And this is all available to you. There's no obligation included on this. If you want to take it to the person that you currently have working on your website or bring it into your marketing department, that's certainly something that's available to you. We love to make this available for folks because it just helps, and we find that it really helps us to build more referrals to bring in new business. So let me switch over for a second and go back in. And Rebecca had said, I can't get the volume to work, and she's not muted. So Rebecca, thanks for letting us know that. And hopefully you're able to hear us now. If you do have any other questions, please ask questions here, and we'll answer them now. So I will share that. And then if you do have any other questions or comments, would love to hear from you right now. And then we'll also open this up. If you'll go to the event page on BizzyWeb, so if you go into that event calendar, and again, let me back up one more second so that you can see what our event calendar is. We've got October events coming up in online advertising. We're at the SBDM, the Small Business Digital Marketing City Summit in Minneapolis on the 10th, and we're going to talk about advanced techniques to integrate your website with all of your online marketing. We have pages, posts, and menus, oh my, how to actually make your WordPress website work for you, some of the techniques behind the scenes. We'll talk about creating a marketable offer and promotion in our October 22nd event. And then we've got a really cool event with Skoll Marketing with Ben Tice on the 23rd. Ben is actually a former employee of Google, and Ben's going to help me talk about how you can use Google Analytics to inform all of your business decisions. Rounding out the month with the top 5 Google Analytics reports that you can run to kind of help you keep it down to the level and figure out what you're doing using Google Analytics. So there's a lot of stuff coming up, but if you go into the event right here, you'll see that we do have this online event. And so if you register, you can actually click on this to join us live on the Google Hangout now. So if you go into this Google Hangout, click on this button, this is going to take you into the page where you'll be able to ask us questions online. So if you click on this button, it's going to take you into the Google Hangout. You need to have a Google account, but this is your time for free Q&A and tech support. So if you have any questions, even outside of what we've been talking about today, would love to have those covered with you, and we're going to stay on the line for a little bit here still. I'm going to close down the broadcast portion because this part is saved to YouTube, but then we're going to make your time available so that we can help you do whatever you need. And so we do have some folks in here, and if you have any questions that you want the entire group to know, by all means, bring those up now. Otherwise, hang on a moment, and we'll go into in-depth.
Well, I can bring up a question.
Sure.
On the BizzyWeb form.
Yes.
To fill out all those, it said all those things that you
yes.
have.
Yep.
We have none. And I've talked a little bit before about that. Our company is just very old school and
sure.
very, so can you do this without being integrated to social media?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So all of these crazy things, right.
Yeah.
What we do is, we'll share with you what you're doing right now, and then we'll identify what some of those other things could do for you if you decided to take that on, and then you could bring that up to management and say, if we wanted to reach out to a more general population, we could talk, we should set up a Facebook page, and here's what it would take to do that. Or, if we're trying to reach out and find buyers for our services, we should connect up on LinkedIn and create a company page. And these are some ways that we can do that and some benefits that we'll get out of it. So it's really, the Buzz Report is intended for folks of all stripes. About the only time when it doesn't help a whole lot is if you don't have a website, you don't have social media, you don't have any email, because then all we can tell you is, yep, you should get some of that stuff. And that can help.
Yeah.
So that's usually pretty straightforward and pretty easy. But just having social media or not having social media will help you build that case, and then you can take that, and then management can make an informed decision on what you might be missing. So thank you for that question, Julie. All right. Any other questions from the group? Do we see any more online, Jen? Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to stop the broadcast for now, and we'll be live again next Wednesday when we're going to be talking about, as a reminder, let me go back, online advertising 101. So with Kevin Broadbent, our current Google AdWords guru, Kevin is going to walk through what you need to know when you're setting up an online advertising campaign. This is going to be really, really fun. And again, as a reminder, go into and check out the SBDM City Summit. It's a full-day event on Friday the 10th, and would love to have you there with us so that we can help you grow your business. There's a lot of top-notch talent that's in the room that's going to be in that event. And so if you want to bang out almost anything that you'd need to know in online marketing, you're going to be able to talk to experts in all sorts of different fields by going to that event. So check that out, and you can get to the registration page right from our events calendar page. And again, that's at BizzyWeb.com/events. Again, I'm Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb. Thank you very much for joining us today. Sorry for the couple of technical difficulties. We'll edit those out. But remember, in the meantime, that BizzyWeb helps you generate buzz without getting stung. Have a great day.